racist attitude and treatment of people of African ancestry is what defines global politics up to this day. Apartheid was declared crime against humanity. Defenseless kids were killed by apartheid government. Not once did the American government say they're going to take black people as refugees in America. Not once. But here in South Africa, with a fictionalized genocide of white people, already they're jumping to say their kin and kith must come to join them in America because there is so-called genocide which only exists in the figments of their imaginations. Now, what happened in that house, like you could have seen the colonial mannerisms of Cyril Ramaphosa. No boss, we are tiny. We appreciate you. We are nothing without you. We are here to beg you, you must come and fight crime for us. We are here to even offer our rare minerals, rare earth minerals. And then in the talk there, then they bring any else. Any else says, no, we want to thank America for having assisted us in the war against Angola in the 1980s. And the war he's referring to is the Battle of Kitoonava. When the USSR towards its end, when Cuba realized that the liberation of South Africa will not happen, they brought in military capacity to fight against the apartheid government. In Angola, in a town called Kitoonava. And in that war, in that battle of Kitoonava, Mkhonto soldiers were fighting, the MPLA fighters were fighting as well in Angola. The SWAPO forces of Namibia were fighting against apartheid. But the apartheid government was assisted by the United States of America in the late 1980s. And any else says, we want to thank you, America, for fighting against freedom fighters. And Ramaphosa doesn't say anything about that. Ronald Lamola doesn't say anything about that. If anything, when they allow him to speak, he points at John Steinhausen. And the Battle of Kitoonava is the battle that forced the apartheid regime into negotiation table, because the Cuban forces were militarily superior to apartheid. And in a negotiated settlement of that war, the agreement was that a country which was called Southwest Africa, Namibia, must be given independence and freedom. So Namibia is a product of the Battle of Kitoonava, which was assisted by the Cubans and the Russians, fought against by the Americans. But any else, the delegation of South Africa says, no, we want to thank you for wanting to suppress freedom in South Africa, in the African continent. Namibia was given independence because of the Battle of Kitoonava. And Comandante Fidel Castro said to the apartheid government that he must go and negotiate the end of apartheid, or we will come back as Cubans to fight you physically until we have liberated South Africa. But you have got stooges of apartheid. You have got a Ramaphosa who says, no, we celebrate with any else that you suppressed our struggle for freedom. President Zuma was correct in the characterization of the current ANC and Ramaphosa, that he is nothing but a stooge of neo-colonial and apartheid forces. That the ANC is an instrument in the hands of the neo-colonial and apartheid forces. He said, it doesn't matter whatever age I'm in. Let's constitute ourselves as Umkhonto weSizwe to fight for our total freedom. Because the African National Congress has been fully captured. It was demonstrated with what they were doing there in America. Umkhonto weSizwe therefore becomes the only fighting dependable vehicle in the hands of black people here in South Africa. Comrades, don't worry about leaders of black political parties that say they do not want unity with MK. We are going to unite voters underneath them and leave them alone as leaders. We have already started. We have already started in KwaZulu-Natal. We unite the voters and then we leave a shell there. People will just speak forever, talking to nothing. This unity that we are asking for, we're not begging it. We are demanding unity of black people so that we can bring about liberation. And if leaders don't want to unite, we're going to unite the voters. Our people know what they want. Our people can see that these are charlatans.
This is News Live SA.